Hi. I'm not really looking for excuses. This is more of kind of like an inquiry and an observation. Yesterday, I decided to let my kid kind of run wild. At nap time, he just refused it, and he even said, I slept this morning though, and he's never said that before. So he's growing up, and I'm realizing this morning, what I keep saying to myself is that everybody kind of like needs a day, at least a day a week, where they're not being regulated, where they're not being told no, that's wrong. It's like, and he was really hyper because he didn't get his nap, and he was also visiting with family that he hasn't seen in a while, so he was really hyper. And at first glance, you want to tell him to calm down and relax and be respectful. But then it's like, I don't know who everybody thinks they are trying to regulate kids. These adults, a lot of the adults that I've come across can barely regulate themselves. They're on tons of pills. There's always some kind of like, they're drinking wine. It's like, but I have a cigarette and I'm the bad guy. Or it's like, and as a parent too, I start to lose my cool when I say no too much. When I start to have to be like, no, I said no, I said no, I said no. Eventually you hit a wall where you're like, so it might be a little for me as well. Just, you know what the right thing is. You know not to spit your food on the floor. I shouldn't have to tell you that. So if he doesn't ever have an opportunity to stop himself and clean up his own mess, if I'm always there regulating him, telling him no, and it doesn't give me an opportunity to see if he's wise enough to pick up after himself. So I don't know. I don't know what the big rush is. I'd love to hear your thoughts. My son's 3. He'll be 4 in the fall. I have a whole thing in my heart how I wanted to raise my kid, and it just has not turned out the way that I get tidbits of it, but not how I envisioned in many, many ways. But in many ways, I didn't plan for having a kid anyway. It happened, so I have to just go with the flow. It wasn't really like a well thought out thing anyway. So, and that's kind of the beauty of it is just kind of letting things reveal themselves. But not everybody does that. Not everybody wants to practice life that way, where they let everything reveal itself in its own time. Everybody wants to know now and wants to know the plan and what's going to happen. And that's all I can say at this point after having had given birth. There is no real plan. There can't be. Because when the plan doesn't work out, what the fuck then? I don't know. And I'm not saying that can sound really destabilizing, but it's actually like brought me closer to like my own confidence, my own faith, my own trust in God, and understanding that shit is out. Certain things just are not in my control, but certain things are also in my control. So either way, remember, whether you're beating yourself up or giving yourself too much credit, it's always going to be bad and it's always going to be good at the same time. It's all happening at once, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly. And I don't know why we need to think that we have control over certain things. It's not true. Even if you think you have control and people let you think you have control, at the end of the day, the great mystery really has the control. And even the great mystery tends to seem to be something that lets things be. So, God bless you and your beloveds. Thank you for listening.